In 1924, a professor at the University of Tokyo took a train to work every morning. His Akita dog walked him to Shibuya Station. The professor told the dog to go home. The dog refused. The next morning, the dog was there again. And the next. And the next. Until the professor's sudden death at work. That evening, the dog waited at the station until the last train. His name was Hachiko. Hachiko waited at Shibuya Station every single day for 9 years, 9 months, and 15 days. He arrived at the exact time the professor's train used to arrive. And he left when the last train departed. He became famous. The cat was taken to a shelter. She stopped eating entirely. She died 10 days later. The veterinarian wrote in the report, "Cause of death unknown. Likely grief. What drives an animal to wait beyond all reason? Why do they not give up when weeks turn to months and months turn to years? Scientists have tried to explain it. Habit, routine, the comfort of familiar places. But these explanations do not fully answer the question. Habits break when there is no reward. Routines fade without reinforcement. The waiting did not fade." In 2017, a study of dog cognition found that dogs form attachments that are functionally identical to human child-parent attachment. The bond is not about food or shelter. It is about safety and connection. When the human disappears, the attachment does not break. It keeps reaching toward a target that is no longer there. The animal is not confused. They are faithful to a bond that death did not dissolve. In 2020, a study of horses found that they remember the voice of a former owner even after years of separation. They turn toward the sound. They approach. The recognition is not intellectual. It is cellular. In 2019, a parrot named Alex, who was studied by Dr. Irene Pepperberg for decades, was asked what would happen when the researcher left the room. Alex said, "Wanna go back?" He knew she was leaving. He wanted to follow. In 2015, a zookeeper in Argentina passed away. The chimpanzees who knew him refused to eat for days. One chimp sat in the exact spot where the zookeeper used to sit during lunch. He sat there every day for months. In 2018, a rescue dog in Brazil was adopted after years in a shelter. The new owner took him home. The dog spent the first week lying by the door, not exploring, not playing. The shelter was all he knew. He was waiting to be taken back. The new owner slept on the floor beside him every night until he understood. This time, the door would not lock him out. What animals teach us about waiting is something we already know but keep forgetting. Waiting is not passive. It is an act of faith. The animal does not know if you will return, but they act as if you will. That is not stupidity. That is trust. The philosopher Derrida once wrote about his cat. He said the cat looked at him naked and he felt seen, not observed. Seen. The cat's gaze was not biological. It was a meeting. What animals see when they look at us is not a provider, not a master. It is a person they have chosen. And choice in the animal world is not abstract. It is shown through where they sit, who they follow, who they wait for. In 2022, a study of shelter dogs found that dogs who had a strong bond with one staff member showed severe stress when that person was absent. The bond was specific. Not any human. That human. The specificity of animal loyalty is what makes it so painful and so beautiful. They do not love humans. They love their human. The one who fed them. The one who spoke to them. The one who came back. When Hachiko died, his remains were preserved and placed beside his professor in a shared grave. Even in death, they were not separated. The wish of the dog was honored by the species that took so long to understand him. A bronze statue of Hachiko still stands at Shibuya Station. People still meet beneath it. The dog who waited became the place where people find each other. What the animals who waited teach us is not about them. It is about us. They saw something in us worth waiting for. Even when we did not come back. Even when we could not. They waited anyway. And that is the hardest question these stories leave us with. Are we worthy of the wait? The animals who waited did not wait because they understood. They waited because they could not stop. Loyalty is not a decision for them. It is the shape their love took. And love that has a shape does not disappear when the person does. It stays, like a statue, like a ghost, like a dog at a train station who has already seen the last train pass but will check one more time, just in case.